It's a form
You
of
think that you
intimacy.
intimidate me?
No, but I feel the love when I look at you. That's why sometimes I just stare at you. Okay, stare at me for like 5 minutes.
No.
No, stare at me.
We need to finish the video.
Just stare at me 5 minutes.
No.
Stare at me 5 minutes.
Okay. July.
And try your best not to blush,
What's
not
the
to laugh.
next thing?
Blush, not
No.
Guys, we have 3 kids for a reason, okay? Okay, let me stop. Okay.
I lay awake with dreams inside my mind, in hopes that I can see them, pray that I can reach you. God only knows if I make it out alive.
What up, guys?
Hi, guys.
Welcome back to our YouTube channel.
We're consistent for the second time.
This is day 2, second video, and today's video we're gonna be basically discussing and talking about intimacy, right? So things like, what does being intimate mean? What does it mean to us? And how can you how's your relationship with intimacy? How is it without intimacy? Those are the things we're going to be talking about today.
Mm-hmm.
What does intimacy mean to you?
Togetherness.
Closeness.
Unity.
Yeah,
I got a commercial voice, guys.
But as far as that's what intimacy mean. For me, intimate is like, it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be your partner, but you can be intimate with your mom, you can be intimate with your dad, you can be intimate with your friendships.
It's togetherness.
Closeness. It's just a tight-knit group of just being closer to someone, being intimate to someone. Sometimes, like when I'm on the phone with my brides and grooms, I like to tell them, like, yo, bro, the way I like my process is I like to be very intimate with my bride and grooms, because I like to get to know them in a very deeper level than just the surface, right? So I guess you can say closeness and whatnot is intimate.
I guess like intimacy in marriage or love relationship is like doing things that helps your partner feel loved or helps your partner feel closer to you or like you love them.
Yeah.
And just unity. Unity.
You want me to go first or you want to go first?
I don't know. What you want to talk about? We're talking about intimacy, Kai.
Yeah,
what do you want to talk about?
We're talking about intimacy. Okay, so how...
I can't just freely talk. I need prompts. I need something. I need juice.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm the prompt. I bring it to the table. I need
like a question or a situation or a scenario.
So that's my job.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do it.
How do I bring intimacy into your life? Let's talk right now as far as, how do I bring intimacy to your life? Like, what part of me, what do I do, say, be, how does that...
I mean, we're together 24/7, so obviously that's one way that you bring intimacy, but I think like you catering to my love languages is a way that you are intimate with me.
Okay.
What is my love language? I fucking forgot. It's definitely not quality of touch, but we'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that when we ask him what's his love language and how.
A separate video of.
I think we did that before.
We did that. I don't think.
And how it like goes into intimacy. But yeah, like you just do little things.
Little things like.
I don't know, little like gestures that lets me know that you care about me.
Like.
Or that you love me.
Like.
I don't fucking know. Oh, okay. For example, when I'm sleeping, right, and you guys know we have kids from intimacy. But yeah, when I'm sleeping and I'm pregnant, so he likes to like, he be on lockdown with the kids. He be like, shh, your mama is sleeping,
I'd be like, no.
That's one thing that I'd be like, oh, like, you care about my sleep. He's answering. Yeah, so he really takes care of me in moments that I need to be taken care of. For example, what I said with the sleeping.
Okay.
Even though he be leaving my doors open when I'm sleeping, and I don't like that, but that's okay. He still be like, your mama is sleeping,
Okay.
So that's a way that you're intimate with me. Yeah.
What else?
He be telling me I look cute.
Okay.
Or whatever.
And what else?
What else?
This is good. You guys get to see her in this light. Cause she be like,
you be acting like I'm this big bitch, okay? Stop.
what?
Anyway, if you know me, you know. If you don't know, then I don't fucking care.
Jarai's a simp.
I don't care to explain myself
simp
anymore.
When it comes to me.
Yeah, I do be doing stuff that be like, why?
She's a simpleton.
But anyway, buying me gifts, you know. I never used to be a gift person, but now I'm like, what are you gonna get me? You know, but it doesn't even have to be expensive gifts. If he knows I like pomegranates, so he'll get me like a pomegranate if he goes to the supermarket.
Of pomegranates.
Oh, he even did something that was so sweet. I don't even like talking about you like this because you really do be getting me tight, so I don't like to hype you up. But you guys know we love pho. It's a Vietnamese soup. Yeah, and he learned how to make it. He said he learned how to make it for me, but I know he learned how to make it because it's for him and me, and so he can save money, so whatever. But yeah, that was sweet.
That was sweet.
And he like set everything up. Whenever he tries new things, he be like going all out. Me, if I'm gonna try a new thing, I'm not even gonna like look it up. I'm gonna try it and then I'm gonna look it up to see what I did wrong. Him, he goes all out. He will go buy like every single ingredient he need. He went and bought every single ingredient. Set it up like it was a restaurant. It was really cute. That was a nice gesture. I felt intimate with you in that
moment.
In that moment, yeah.
The shoulder lean.
And yeah, just every little thing.
Yeah. So we have like
that
a timer and stuff.
The fact that like when he's away from work and I'm sleeping in bed alone, it be feeling so empty. I be like, damn, I really do like him.
I know.
6 years in, I be like, wow, like it's like the protection they give you. That's another like way of intimacy.
Okay. So you like me sleeping with you, next to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like you being there 24/7.
Body warm.
But then like sometimes space. But oh yeah, like and when he's like running errands, you guys girls know. When your man's running errands, you be like, oh, you wanna come with me? Yes, I wanna come. That too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
She like when I be like, you wanna come with me?
But not really right now, because I don't really like sitting for too long. Not right now, but usually. What about you?
And that's it?
There's a lot more, but that's all I can remember off the top of my head.
I think we could go in this video. You just continue. Take your time. Talk about me.
He pays my bills. I'm just kidding. No, let me not say that because that's very misleading.
That's misleading because sometimes, some people, if you guys don't know, we're very goofy, we're very sarcastic. So certain things we say, it is not serious. That's just how we are.
He's just a protector and a provider. And he's like my best friend, really. So I feel like that's ways that we're intimate with one another. When we're together a lot, even when we argue and shit. You're just there for me all the time.
I think.
And also, like, when I'm like overreacting about something, he really be the coolness, like, to my.
Oh.
And I'd be like, wow, thank you, because nobody else in my life is like that. Like, everybody else is crazy like me. So he'd just be like, no, just look at it this way. Da 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 da. Sometimes it's annoying, but like, sometimes I'd be like, yeah, you're right. Why am I overthinking it? I like stuff like that because I feel together with you.
Okay.
I feel like we're one.
Okay.
What about you? Tell me something about me.
Okay. I'm a flooded. You want me to flood it?
No, keep it modest.
Keep it modest. Okay.
I already know I'm that bitch. So
I'm gonna put that in here. But anyway, so I think the way you bring intimacy to my life is, damn, this is a lot. It's a lot, but I see why you had to think about it before you said it, right? So one for sure.
Oh wait, I forgot to say, like when we be watching our shows together, that he makes me find because he can never find anything. Yeah.
And you like that?
We be binge watching, but he's too much of a binge watcher. Like he'll just watch it 24/7. Like. But that's another moment we be intimate, like feel together.
Physically, okay, let me just break it down because I like to break things down. So physically for me, the way because my love language is physical touch. So the random moments where like we're in bed and we just kind of finish like pillow talking. If you have a wife, if you have a wife, you have a husband, bedtime, like if you have best
or
friends,
even like sisters do that. Sisters pillow talk.
It'd be different. Sometimes you're talking for 5 hours. You look at it 5 a.m. But actually, that's part of it. That's part of where I felt the most intimate with you.
Yeah, same.
Like we're just talking about random shit. Like we're talking about like, yo, bro, where we're gonna be in the future. Like what we need to change.
That's not random.
Well, it's not random, but like it's random.
Random
because
shit is like
it's
why
random.
is the sky blue?
No, it's random because it just happens as we're just talking and sporadically we get into these conversations, and it gets deeper and deeper and deeper. We start talking about like life things and who we
talking
are.
Talking about the past. I love reminiscing, so
I think that's one way. One way
just
that
laughing
we share intimacy.
all night. Yeah, like when you laugh until like. Yeah, that.
I think the other way that I receive intimacy from you is when you be like, oh, you want me to scratch your back? And I like my back scratched.
In the rare occasion that I do.
But it's just like her touch, like her fingers. Because if physical touch is your love language, no matter how upset I am, the moment she just scratches my back or just kind of touches me, I'm kind of like, man, I love this little mofo here. But like sometimes I know, you know what it is? We be arguing sometimes and I can't stop laughing. I'm laughing because I'm like, yo, man, this is some bullshit. Let's just get over this so we can. But at the same time, I still got to keep a serious tone because, there's a point to be made. But that's one. Another thing that I really enjoy that brings intimacy into my life is when you're trying to be funny and you're actually funny.
I don't try to be funny. I'm just funny.
You're really funny, but it's like I do it too sometimes.
It's effortlessly funny.
You're really funny. You know what I mean? Of course you guys.
You being sarcastic?
No.
You mean funny like?
No,
what?
You're really iffy funny. No, you're real funny. No, like you're real funny. Like you make me laugh.
Thank you. I've heard that a lot. I've heard that a lot. I've heard that a lot from other people.
Another way that I see intimacy is like when you ask me to do certain things. Like that I would normally do. Like you'd be like, oh, can you just like wash the dishes? I don't want to wash the dishes today. Or can you change Nuhu's diapers? Can you do this? Which I'll normally do. But then when you ask me to do it, it just feels like you trust me to be.
That means hurry up and do it. Yes.
It means you trust me to be in the kitchen. You trust me to be doing these things, even though I do it. But sometimes you're just feeling lazy and whatever, you don't want to do it. And you ask me, and I'm just like, oh, okay, I do it. I got it. You know what I mean? It makes me.
It would be bad if I didn't trust you. Yes, but, continue.
That is another way. Another one is when you act like, I know when you get your hair done and you're feeling good, you go wear either. We talk about certain things you be wearing, but outside of that, right, you wear certain outfits, and you walk down, and you be standing right there just looking at me.
Matching loungewear, guys.
You be like,
I love loungewear. You ain't gonna tell me I
look cute?
No, I don't. I just be like, I look cute, right?
And no, you be like, you don't notice nothing, you ain't gonna tell me nothing?
Because you're a hater.
And then I start looking at you, and then it's just like, till this day, literally the other way is, this day, you still cannot keep eye contact with me.
Yeah, that's just me.
Nah.
It means people say that means you're untrustworthy, but
nah, I think it means when you're with somebody, because we're looking at each other right now. You know what I mean?
You think that you intimidate me?
No, but I feel the love when I look at you. That's why sometimes I just stare at you. Okay, stare at me for like 5 minutes. No, stare at me.
We need to finish the video.
Just stare at me 5 minutes.
No.
Stare at me 5 minutes.
Okay.
And try your best not to blush.
What's
not to
the
laugh.
next thing?
Blush, not
No.
Guys, we have 3 kids for a reason. Okay. Okay, let me stop. Okay.
Fuck you up.
But okay, so that's how we bring intimacy into each other's life. To keep it short and simple, we're really
catering to each other's love languages and just doing little gestures to show the other person that you care about them, you love them.
And there's plenty more. I mean, if you guys see us on social media and whatnot, and even not in social media, if you really know us, like our friends and whatnot, you know about our body, you know what we do.
Yeah.
You know our body, you know what we do. But anyway, we be pushing peas, right?
Oh
That's the new
my
language,
God.
peas. But anyway, yeah. So, what is the lack of intimacy? What do you feel like that brings into a relationship when people are like, or why is there a lack of intimacy in people's relationships?
Because of mistrust.
Okay.
And it could be
Huge.
also past trauma.
Huge.
People that can't let go of their past trauma
Huge.
have a hard time like letting themselves get intimate with other people.
Huge.
Whether
Huge.
that's like friends, like if you have past trauma with friends, it's going to be hard for you to make friends.
Huge.
Speaking from experience. But anywho, if you have past trauma with love, it's going to be hard for you to like accept love when you finally receive it. And then also when you don't trust someone, you feel like you can't really be that close with them. Like you can't really feel together with them because they've betrayed you in the past or something like that.
Yeah.
And also vice versa. Like if there is no intimacy, that can happen. Like the person won't trust the person that they're in the relationship with.
Yeah.
And it'll make them insecure.
Yeah. That's huge. That's huge. I mean, I'm going to just piggyback on that and I'm going to just keep it short. Psych.
Yeah, exactly. I keep it short.
But,
You be writing novels.
But, yeah, I mean, that's huge what she just said as far as like trust. Because at the end of the day, I think that's what's really missing with a lot of people's relationships and day-to-day what we see now on social media is people get into relationships for the wrong reasons, right? When I decided to marry Jarai, it wasn't because she was the richest woman in the world. She didn't have no job. She was a college student, and if you're a college student, you know you're drinking noodles right now. So
I had fast food. I'm from New York. I wasn't eating noodles.
But it wasn't like oh, I'm gonna get into the family to get a better name. It wasn't status. It wasn't none of that. It was the sole purpose that even though she definitely was younger than me, and sometimes at that moment I was just like, yeah, I would marry or even date an older woman, you know. But certain things, it just meshed. As much time, I was just like, man, nah. It's just, yo, that's my best friend. That's my homie. That's my homie. You know what I mean? Like things was just so solid and transparent. The way we interacted and communicated about every detail, that it just felt right. So intimacy comes off a fact after, right? Because we care about each other because we have that foundation of knowing that we have each other's backs, even in our lowest. Physically, mentally, spiritually.
Like trust-wise. Also, another thing is comfort, being comfortable around someone. Like if you marry someone that, like if you're like, in a relationship with someone that you don't really feel comfortable around, you're not going to be like, there's going to be a lack of intimacy there because if I'm not comfortable around you, I can't be myself around you.
Yeah.
You guys have to have like the ability to be yourself around one another because in the outside world, like you can be like, you can put on your personality for the outside world, but when you're in your own relationship, whether it be friendship, marriage, you want to be able to like, you know, take off that. It's like taking down your ponytail or taking off your hijab. You want to be able to just take off your hijab and like just relax. Yeah. What you know about that?
I have a very keen interest in certain topics, okay? And I just be like, why I feel so free when or for men, maybe you do-rag, right? But
so like you wanna feel that relief when you're with that person. You wanna feel comfortable. Like if you don't feel comfortable around someone, you shouldn't be around them. Yeah. Because you either don't feel comfortable because you don't trust them, or you don't trust them because you don't feel comfortable around them for whatever reason.
Yeah, or you don't trust them because
they
you
all
don't
go
trust
hand in
yourself,
hand. Right? Yeah, it could be you. You could be the drama.
Sometimes people have ulterior motives, and sometimes they come with their own like motives, right? So therefore, they can never trust you, no matter how good you are to them, because
they know they know they don't really love you. Exactly. They know they just there for
they're there for the money. Whatever. They're there for the car. They're there for the status. They're there to make their family happy. Some people get married
for revenge.
Some people get married just to get out their cribs, right? So you cannot just fall in love that's past ancient days where people ended up finding love, right? But nowadays, as we're moving forward to a new era, the reason why a lot of relationships are not together is because of that intimacy, right? And there's no amount of money you can buy for someone to be intimate with you. I don't care if your love language
It can be
is
fake
gifts,
intimacy, fake physical intimacy.
but it's always
But-
going to be something. You're never actually going to be happy, right? Because that's internal.
My one advice would be to keep open communication.
Yeah.
So like about everything, like what you like, what you don't like, how you would like them to look, how you would like, not like OD, like, oh, you need to lose 50 pounds
Yeah.
right now, I'm not going to talk to you.
If you met
Not
him
like
at 50
that.
pounds, then that's your fault.
Not like that, but like, you know, if you prefer things a certain kind of way, if you prefer them to smell a certain kind of way, if you don't like a certain smell, that's like physical, superficial stuff. But all of that stuff matters when you're with someone because you're going to see this person every single day. And if you keep seeing them and you see like, and you know in the back of your head, like there's some things that you don't like, it's going to hinder you from actually being
100%.
100% with that person because you know like, ugh, look at him. I fucking hate that haircut. Oh, sorry. Like there was a time I would have got this haircut that I absolutely hated and I already was not feeling him. And I'm like, why would you go do some extra bullshit like that? But anyway, yes.
Right.
Keep your communication clear and like, even if things feel like rude to say or like no, I'm not an advocate for being mean to people or like, you know, hurting people's feelings unless they hurt your feelings. Then you have to do it back 10 times. But anyway, like massage it a little bit. He'll be like, no, just tell him straight up, but like massage the messages a little bit if you feel like that person is sensitive. But yeah, keep that communication open, what you like, what you don't like, how you expect to be treated, what you don't expect to be treated like, you know. Just that way you can become more comfortable around this person and they can actually be like your best friend. Because like you shouldn't have like a best friend that you would rather be with 24/7 that's not like your partner. That's a red flag. So make yourselves comfortable around one another.
To add to that, I think what she said, if you got to give it straight, just give it straight. Because that's why I always say just give it straight. I don't care about how the message is coming. Just send the message because keeping it inside of your heart will kill you, right? So to me, is if you know how to massage it, you're skillful, you're a veteran, you have PhD and a doctorate in delivering a message, great and good for you. But if you do not deliver it as nasty, mean, and rude as it might come out, they will hear the message and they'll either decide to change or they'll also tell you, oh, I just didn't like your delivery, but I understand, right? That's better than holding it in because eventually you're going to kill the person. You're going to kill yourself or kill the person or...
He's talking about killing people. You watch too much TV.
I'm just saying in general, right? But if you have intimacy in your life right now, you're a special type of human being. I would say continue to appreciate that because that is the real currency, okay? And when I say real currency, it means that is what's going to keep you alive. That is what's going to keep you smiling. That is what's going to keep you healthy. That is what's going to keep you sleeping at night, right? Because you can look at your wife and she's gonna smile, and you're gonna smile. Your kids are gonna be full of love, and you're gonna go to sleep happy, right? But because sometimes people forget how blessed they are with having loving people in their lives. You know what I mean? And that's why that's the real currency because they're chasing every single other goddamn thing than the real intimacy that they need because that's what we need as human beings to keep us moving. Now, if you don't have intimacy in your life, you have the wrong people around you. Wrong wife, wrong husband, wrong friends, wrong family members, whatever it may be, right?
You can't change your parents, so.
And sometimes you don't have intimacy in your life because you don't know what that means for yourself, right? You don't know how to love yourself. So therefore, my advice is you learn how to love yourself first, and that could be very cliche because a lot of people don't know how to love themselves, right? And again, that's deeper.
Trial and error.
That's deeper than, we could have a whole separate conversation on that. But if you are lacking intimacy right now, I do definitely
wish you the best. Establish
on soul
communication.
searching. But definitely establish communication.
Because it helps bring comfort.
Establish knowing to never compromise the thing that are truly valuable to you and yourself and what you're about. The moment you start compromising those things, that's when you start doing things that don't bring intimacy into your life. But the last form of intimacy, sometimes like where you're in your life can really dictate where your relationship go. And unfortunately, we can't talk about that on YouTube. But if you are a Patreon member and you subscribe to our Patreon, then you can see the full video on there. But we can start by with this first question that this young lady asked us. And you want to read it? Or you want me to read it? Okay, I'll read it. So basically it says, newly married female, but have never orgasmed during intercourse. Is there something wrong, right? So if you are following our YouTube channel, thank you so much. But this is the end of that video. We will not be discussing that on YouTube.
Because this is a family channel.
This is a family channel. And we love you guys. But we will dig deep going forward. And we're going to post the rest of this video on Patreon. So if you want to see the rest of this video, you just have to click on the link below and subscribe to our Patreon. And we'll talk about that topic. And if you're not interested, no problem. But this is the rest of this video.
We hope you enjoyed this video.
We hope you enjoyed it. And we're going to see you guys in the next video, okay? Peace.
I took the high road. I walk alone, but I'm still fighting for each breath I take in my lungs. Fist full of